Now that you've completed the steps of building, configuring, and flying your Dexi drone, I will now demonstrate how to upgrade your Dexi OS. Now, Dexi OS is based on Ubuntu 22 with ROS 2 Humble and a lot of software and tools to make your lives easier when it comes to development and doing stuff with PX4 and the Raspberry Pi CM4. So in this release, we have version 0.04. I encourage you to always check back for updates, follow the project to see what's going on. In this specific version, we have some preliminary web tools that I'll demonstrate when we get up and running, as well as a GPIO node. Here I have the ARC Pi 6X Flow, and I'm going to flip this over real quick. Your board will obviously be installed in your Dexi, but make note of the two SD cards. One is for PX4 flight logs, and the other is your Raspberry Pi SD card. So I'm going to remove this card. It's really easy to access this card in your Dexi. You'll just pop it out. Because I'm on a Mac, I have a standard SD adapter. I'm going to put my micro SD in, plug it into the computer. With each release, you'll see an image download file. I'll go ahead and click this. The image will begin downloading. I have the image downloaded here. The current version is a little bit over 3 gigabytes. And the next step is we'll use Balena Etcher. It's what I prefer to flash my SD cards. You're more than welcome to use Raspberry Pi Imager if you'd like, but Balena makes it super easy. So I'll go ahead and launch this. We'll flash from file. You'll see that I'll select the v0.04.zip file. Obviously, this will update over time, so your file name might be a little bit different, but I'll double click it. We'll select target. This is the micro SD that I plugged into my Mac, and then we'll go ahead and flash. This will take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, so be patient. And when it's done, we'll go ahead and install the card and boot everything up. Dexi OS has been flashed to my SD card. Balena will eject or unmount the SD card. I'll go ahead and take this now and put it into the Pi SD slot. Make sure that it clicks into place. And because I have a bench board, I have a separate power supply, so I'll go ahead and power this up. Keep in mind, with each Dexi OS release, there's generally a boot up time of 3 to 5 minutes. A bunch of services are being installed. Software packages that were installed in Dexi OS will be initialized. So just give it a few minutes. What you'll notice is that Dexi will start broadcasting its network, and then we'll be ready to connect. Dexi OS has initialized. You'll notice here my Dexi network. I'll go ahead and connect to it. If you're connecting for the first time, you'll be prompted with a password. That password is drone blocks. Now let me go over to my terminal, and I'm going to SSH in to Dexi at 192.168.41. So I'm currently logging in. Now let me demonstrate the web tools. So when you connect with v0.04, you'll have a little dashboard. This is a work in progress, but let me show you the topics. So a lot of our PX4 topics, and you can browse down here. Let's just take a look at vehicle status, and you'll see the Mavlink data displayed here. This is the vehicle status message. We'll be able to do lots of interesting things with this in the future. Another one that I like to look at is vehicle attitude. You'll just see how quickly or how many messages are being sent at a very high frequency. So you'll be able to notice the vehicle's current attitude. And let me just demonstrate GPIO very quickly. With this release, we have the GPIO node. It's turned off by default. You'll see here that it's set to false for the node, but I've gone ahead and enabled it. I restarted the launch file, and inside of the Dexi repo, the home directory, you'll see here, we have a docs folder, and inside that docs folder, we have some information about the GPIO. I'm going to demonstrate GPIO 21. I currently have a laser actuator that we can trigger and turn on. So I'm going to grab this command. You'll notice that we're sending a ROS service call. So write GPIO 21. We're going to turn it state high. That's this one value. I'll go ahead and switch to the root user. A lot of the GPIO access you'll be doing through ROS topics and external services, but in this case, I'll switch to the super user. I'm going to go ahead and paste in. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to just go ahead and take this laser, point it up, and then I hit enter. We can see there the laser is now on. And then I'll go back and let me just set the state to 0. So now we're sending a signal of false. We're setting that GPIO low, which turns our laser off. So that is an overview of installing the Dexi OS or flashing it to the SD card with Balena Etcher, booting up, connecting, and seeing some of the work we're doing. Once again, keep up to date with the Dexi OS repo as you're getting further into understanding how everything works. And we look forward to building out more cool features in the near future. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And until next time, thanks for watching.